From working on the sets of award-winning television and motion pictures to teaching the skills for a high-paying trade, Georgia is a hotbed for jobs, well-paying jobs. You're about to see who has them, where to find them, and you'll meet the companies willing to go the extra mile to attract and maintain skilled workers. This is TrustDALE Prime. And here's your host, consumer investigator Dale Cardwell.
Hello everyone, and welcome to TrustDALE Prime. Georgia is quickly becoming one of the hottest states to do business in, and it's not by accident. Local workforce development programs are offering professional and money-saving perks to help woo multi-million-dollar corporations from all over the world to settle in our southern state. For example, here's what you expect to see and hear in rural Georgia. And just next door, something you likely don't. Inside this building, just outside Covington, these Georgians are training to learn lab skills to create therapies that save lives. Baxalta Incorporated, a spinoff of Baxter International, is building a state-of-the-art manufacturing facility in Georgia that will produce plasma-derived therapies that are used primarily for immune disorders, trauma, and other critical conditions. They are partnering with the state of Georgia to create a community of skilled technicians.
What Quick Start is it's an incentive program. We're part of the technical college system of Georgia, and we provide customized, comprehensive workforce training for new, expanding, and existing industries.
For more than 40 years, Quick Start has provided staff training free of charge to qualified businesses in the state of Georgia. Today, the program is one of the state's strongest assets to attract new businesses.
If a company's looking for a location, we're competing globally. We have to have something unique and special, and Quick Start and our workforce training services have proven to be one of the state's best incentives for getting companies to select our state to create jobs.
At the training center, Quick Start can assess candidates by having them perform exercises in simulated environments that are very similar to the tasks that need to be done for companies like Baxalta.
Once a candidate is hired and is an employee, we try to create environments that mirror as closely as possible the actual manufacturing environment.
This is an important part of what we do to ensure that all of the employees who work and interface with this operation have the right training and the right skills to ensure that we can deliver product with the right quality and the right integrity every time.
But it's not just pharmaceuticals. Since 1967, Quick Start has trained diagnostic technicians, automotive assemblers, food and production workers, as well as customer service representatives. By creating these learning environments, Quick Start is teaching Georgians skills to not only get hired, but is also giving them opportunities to increase their lifetime earning potential. To date, Quick Start has trained more than 1 million Georgians. In this year alone, Georgia Quick Start has set up 115 customized workforce training projects, created more than 10,000 jobs statewide, and has worked with 15 different countries. Even though Georgia Quick Start plays a huge role in economic growth and job opportunity in the state, Georgia's unemployment rate doesn't seem to reflect it. I sat down with the state's Commissioner of Labor, Mark Butler. He says Georgia's unemployment statistics have indeed moved up and down, but if you take a more comprehensive look at the facts, they reveal an economic growth masterpiece.
Actually, what's going on is we have a lot more people moving to Georgia, but we're also seeing a lot of job creation. Matter of fact, at any given time over the last 12 months, when we've taken a snapshot of a 60-day window, we'll typically see anywhere from 130 to 140,000 job openings, which is a tremendous amount. We were one of the leaders in economic development, especially in the Southeast, and it's actually paid off. You take a look here, the last several years, we've been rated as one of the #1 places to do business in the whole nation. Because we do roll out the red carpet. We want business to come to Georgia.
See, a little good old Southern hospitality is bringing businesses here to Georgia. From high-tech to Hollywood, the Peach State is the place to be. Later in Prime, Commissioner Butler talks about the impact Tinseltown is having here on economic growth in the South. But first, we're going to take you to a college that is teaching students both high-tech and traditional trade skills to secure a bright future. Let's face it, in our digital age, we expect quick fixes to common everyday problems. Get a flat tire? Call roadside service. Locked out of your home? Email a locksmith. But what if your car needed service and there wasn't an experienced mechanic available for weeks? How about having a plumbing emergency and you had to wait a couple of days for a skilled plumber? Granted, this is not panic scenario, but it is inconvenient and becoming more of a reality as baby boomers in the trade industries are retiring. Local business owner Bob Minkert, president of Mr. Electric and Mr. Rooter, says selecting qualified tradesmen to fill these positions is becoming more difficult.
When we're looking at candidates for employment, we're looking at a lot more than just whether or not they're a good tradesman, a good mechanic. We're looking real strong at the individual. Does he have a servant's heart? Does he care about people in general? It's getting tougher every year. This is our 22nd year in business, and it's a high-tech world out there. And, you know, the trades aren't promoted as they were. They perhaps are not as popular with the young people today learning a trade like plumbing or electrical.
But that's all changing. Here in Georgia, the Interactive College of Technology is preparing a new generation of students with hands-on practical skills for the future job market. Kelvin Basdio wasn't always a service engineer at a top business solutions company.
Before ICT, I was working in retail. It was not challenging, and I knew I could do more.
And so did his mother.
How the school came to me was because of my mom. She saw a commercial, she liked it, and said, "You're going there." And you know, you don't question your mom.
So Kelvin enrolled in ICT, Interactive College of Technology, a school that provides mentoring and training for emerging and in-demand jobs like computer programming, electrical repair, and heating and air service.
The concept there is that students learn by doing. They learn by participating. The more and more students you talk with, they want hands-on education. They want to be actively engaged with it.
Campus Director Greg Koch and his teaching staff stick to the founding principles of ICT, making the learning process accessible to enable each student, regardless of background, to maximize their potential.
The thing that makes us unique is that each student has a personal advisor that works closely with them one-on-one. All of our graduates have achieved national certifications, so that establishes what their skill set is for both the students' thoughts as well as the employer looking at a resume.
And ICT has more than 100 companies in Metro Atlanta, like Milner, partnering with them to get ICT graduates into good jobs. You are living proof that there are great jobs to be had, not just in Georgia, but all over the Southeast where your schools exist.
There will always be good jobs for skilled people.
And for folks like Kelvin, ICT changed his life.
Information technology, I didn't know if I was going to like it. I knew going in, I was afraid to touch a computer until what I do now.
Tradesmen make good money and can be proud they have a skill set not everyone can do. Once you learn a trade, nobody can take that away from you, and you'll always have a career to fall back on. Are you interested in re-entering the job market but don't know where to start? Coming up, we'll show you how Cobb Works is pulling back the curtain and letting folks know what will give them a competitive edge.
There's sometimes a disconnect between the skills that job seekers have and the skills that employers need to do their work.
Across the state of Georgia, community workforce agencies and local companies are coming together to match employers with job seekers. In Cobb County, Cobb Works is teaming up with business owners to help them find and hire folks who are ready to re-enter the workforce. Maybe they've been laid off. Perhaps they're re-entering the workplace once the kids are grown, or they're tired of retirement. Whatever the reason, Cobb Works is making connections between job seekers and hiring businesses.
We work very closely across the state and here at Cobb Works in identifying what employers are looking for in workers and then making sure that we're working with job seekers to have the skill sets that employers need to be successful and to make money.
Right now, Georgia boasts a 5.6 unemployment rate, the lowest since the recession.
What we're hearing from employers now is that while there are lots of jobs out there, there's sometimes a disconnect between the skills that job seekers have and the skills that employers need to do their work.
To make that connection, Cobb Works not only helps local businesses fill positions, but reimburses them for their training costs.
That's a huge benefit for us as a company.
Pat Combs is operations manager at AquaGuard Foundation Solutions. Serving Greater Atlanta for more than 17 years, AquaGuard is experiencing a huge rate of growth and is in need of skilled workers.
We invest thousands of dollars on the front end with our people because we understand that it is extremely costly when you have to retrain. Our partnership with Cobb Works is what's going to allow us to fill needs ranging from our call center to our sales team, service team, as well as our production staff.
Cobb Works reimburses companies like AquaGuard up to $3,000 in training costs per employee. But more important, programs like Cobb Works are providing a program that benefits entire communities.
We feel that by partnering with Cobb Works, we are getting top candidates to fill our positions and also serving our community at the same time.
To learn more about Cobb Works and other workforce agencies near you, log on to georgia.org for more opportunities and information. One of the fastest growing industries in Georgia is the entertainment business. Our state has earned the nickname Hollywood East. Movie and television production is having a huge impact on our local economy and is also creating thousands of lucrative job opportunities for many local contractors.
Hey, Mark.
There's a tremendous amount of action being produced throughout our southern state. From Sonoya to Savannah, Georgia is the hotspot for Hollywood's heaviest hitters.
All I could find was one of these cricket paddle things at the hotel.
Georgia has a lot to offer.
Lee Thomas is the Deputy Commissioner of Film, Music, and Digital Entertainment at the state's Office of Economic Development.
We have a complete package. We have a temperate climate where they can shoot year-round. We have the ease of access of Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport. 2007, we got a new tax incentive. That year we had $244 million of economic impact. By 2015, we were at $6 billion.
Which translates to jobs. More than 77,000 people in the Peach State are working in some aspect of the industry, and salaries are averaging $84,000 a year. So more and more people are wanting their big break.
It's actually been a really shot in the arm to people in the trades. For example, when you have sets, you got to have carpenters, you have to have electricians, and also people who provide the food and other things. So a lot of Georgia businesses have benefited, a lot of communities have benefited, and I think that it's going to be here to stay.
Georgia is also rolling out the red carpet to attract even more big productions by building additional infrastructure, including 31 sound stages here at Pinewood Studios in Fayetteville.
Larger the source, the softer the light.
While the region already has a great crew base, the Georgia Film Academy, a collaborative partnership of the state's university and technical college systems, are growing the workforce by creating a new generation of industry-ready professionals.
We provide training and we really provide opportunity. Everyone knows that in order to work in the film and television industry, you need a foot in the door. The Georgia Film Academy is Georgia's foot in the door for the film and television production industry.
Setting the perfect scene for Tinseltown, Southern style.
The reason why we keep going back there is a terrific crew. I love the stages, and most importantly, I really like the food down there.
So the next time you see production trucks taking up all the parking spaces in your neighborhood, take a deep breath and remember the revenue it's creating for local businesses and the excitement of seeing our neighborhoods on the silver screen. Don't go away just yet. Find out how a major automotive repair company is educating its team with the internet to make sure its services exceeds your expectations. Welcome back, everyone. I'm consumer investigator Dale Cardwell. We're now going to introduce you to a totally out-of-the-box kind of school in Noonan that will help keep your car on the road.
Let's do it.
Imagine a learning center where the students could be 60 years old or as young as 18, from Georgia or anywhere across North America. The common denominator? They're business professionals who've come to learn more at AAMCO University.
So this is the new university for the AAMCO system. For new franchisees coming in that have decided to purchase an AAMCO franchise, this is where they'll be trained.
And those 700 AAMCO dealers will send their technicians here too.
We are in a highly technical field, and most people don't realize that how complicated that is. And a facility like that, it actually makes us the best that there is in training and educating our technicians.
And AAMCO technicians learning better methods can share those techniques online.
We can connect an AAMCO center to our facility here in Noonan, Georgia. We'll put a camera on the training facility and videotape our trainers diagnosing and training on vehicles. We'll record those training modules and put them up on e-learning.
E-learning is awesome. It gives you the ability to do something easy or to do something very complex. It's easy to navigate, so you can pretty much surf anything you want to learn.
And they have the capability to diagnose and service any car, regardless of the model year.
From year to year, things change. It's not necessarily how to take it apart or put it together, but how the computer controls it. The tech can come in, sit down, spend 20 minutes and go, okay, I've got a handle on it. I can go back and know exactly what I need to do.
These guys, every one of them have taken tests at AAMCO University, and there's other shops that, other competitors that don't even have that option.
Millions invested to speed up the process of repairing your car even faster.
You know, Dale, what it means to me is that AAMCO is really investing in the future for their franchisees, but more importantly for the consumer. We want to have the best trained dealers, the best trained technicians, so we can put the customer first.
That's great. But remember, this show is about new Georgia jobs. Well, AAMCO's taking care of that by hiring up to 300 locals to rebuild transmissions in the plant next door.
We'll be shipping them out to our 700 franchisees throughout the United States and Canada, and they'll be installing those remanufactured transmissions into consumers' cars. It's a better product, better warranty, faster service, so we're very happy to have our remanufacturing facility here in Noonan.
And so are the local officials.
All you can say is welcome. Our state's going to benefit from high and well-trained, talented people, and our consumers are going to benefit as well.
But the question remains, why Georgia?
One of the broader appeals to us is, the tremendous airport that Hartsfield provides, and the proximity here in Noonan to that airport certainly was very appealing to us. And given the available square footage we have in this facility, we reached out to the local authorities here, found a very collaborative partner with the state, the county, and the city, and it became very clear that this was a great home for AAMCO University.
Finally, we want to show you a local company's unique business model that's preparing young adults with special needs for the dog-eat-dog basics of business. If Sparkles looks familiar, it's no surprise. 42,000 fans follow her passion for fashion on Instagram. Her designer of choice is Mr. Miggs in Tucker, Georgia.
And her head height. Mr. Miggs is Dog Gear for Good. We're a nonprofit, and what we do is we create quality dog gear from recycled denim and other repurposed materials.
Mr. Miggs is also creating career opportunities for young adults ages 18 to 26 who have autism or other development disabilities. The program is called YCU, Your Career Unleashed.
We start with the very basics of business and then help them understand those expectations of the business, and that might be time management. So we teach about the importance of being efficient and effective at work. We also teach the importance of putting out a quality product.
With an unemployment rate of over 75%, learning these skills will help make these often overlooked workers valuable employees to both small business and Fortune 500 companies. But more important, it is enabling these young adults to realize their talents.
By coming in and participating in the work at Mr. Miggs, oftentimes they can discover for themselves what they're good at and what they might like to do as far as developing their own career plans.
These are my photography work.
For Jamie, it was a career in photography. At Mr. Miggs, she takes pictures of products and glamour shots of the company's ambassadorables wearing their designer duds.
It's really boosted my confidence. It has helped me tremendously to know I can do what it takes to do a job.
Bringing Jamie to Mr. Miggs, she has realized that there may be little things in the way, but she can do whatever she puts her mind to. And we are so thankful as a family for that.
If you want to take part in Mr. Miggs' mission, you can pitch in by providing a scholarship, becoming a job mentor, or offering this program at your own business. Find out more at mrmiggs.com. Great jobs in Georgia can be found in many places all around our state. We hope we've given you some ideas on how you can enhance your career, from innovative educational opportunities to companies who are focused on employee growth and retention. We're seeing a positive outlook across Georgia. We'll keep following the story and keep you posted. That's all for this episode of TrustDALE Prime. I'm consumer investigator Dale Cardwell. Thanks for watching.